Guten Tag, wie geht's? Bonjour, mes amis, c'est moi, Dieter. This is called Don't Overlook the Pawn Shops. You can get a great score. And score, that's why I wore my Chicago Blackhawks jersey, my favorite team. And I don't know if you saw that, but it says Randall on the back. And I have, I'll tell you why I'm a Blackhawks fan. Back in, when I was a kid, for Christmas, I always loved native looking things. I'm an artist. Some of you may or may not know that, but anyway. Love this logo. Right. Best uniform in professional sports, in Dito's humble opinion. And if you noticed, I put my name on it. I've got 3 Blackhawks jerseys, 3 Toronto Maple Leaf jerseys, no Canadiens jerseys, pardon mes amis, but there were only 3 jerseys I ever wore as a kid when I did play hockey when I was younger. Montreal Canadiens, Blackhawks, and Maple Leaf were the only 3 uniforms I ever wore. I don't have any Canadiens, les habitants canadiens jerseys. It's easy to cheer for winners. I think they won more Stanley Cups than, well, they have won more Stanley Cups than anybody. One of the winningest franchises in all of sports history. Good on you. Les Canadiens de Montréal habitants. Vive le Québécois. Vive la France. Vive Canada. Vive la, vive la, vive la. And vive la bouche and Catherine. Anyway, see, real fans. The Blackhawks suck this year, but I wear my Blackhawks jersey with pride. And when I've always been a Blackhawk since I think I was 6 years old. My mom and dad didn't have a lot of money. They asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and back then they were made out of real wool. And I got this beautiful Chicago Blackhawks jersey in red on my Christmas when I was 6 years old, 1962, do the math. And I've been a Blackhawks fan ever since. My dad, God rest his soul, he passed away 4 years ago, was a huge Maple Leafs fan. And we talked about sports a lot, so yeah, this is about don't overlook pawn shops. Now I know nothing about ouds, but there's a pawn shop about a 10-minute walk from where I am, and I went in one day and I went, holy shit, they've got a glisten tower. Which is Robert Gaudin's modern take on the oud. I don't know if he still makes glisten towers. But I think he might. Last time I checked, they were like $1,800, $2,000, and I know that the Gaudin company makes ouds, classic ouds, and I think with mics in, and they've been doing that for a few years. So good on you, Robert Gaudin. And I was going to one of my subscribers, sorry I forget your name offhand because I do these off the cuff, is from Holland or the Netherlands, whatever you want to say. A little brief story on that. I don't know if a lot of people know there's a special relationship between Canada and Holland, and I don't know if the young people in Holland are aware, might be aware of this, but in World War II, it was the Canadian Army fought some battles. This is just real history, right? They were the ones that fought, I think, 3 hard battles there. A lot of the Dutch people were starving, and Canada, they delivered over 1,000 tons of food to the starving Dutch. And they also sent 3 big ships full of eggs, milk, wheat, flour, and maple syrup, and cheese, I think. And those nice little waffly wafers with coated chocolate on that I like with coffee sometimes. The maple Dutch treat, I forget offhand what they call it, stroopwafel or something. I like to think that that's why they became popular. And the Americans that came in there, they gave the Dutch cigarettes, bubblegum, and chocolate bars. So that's what the Americans and Canadians did in the 1940s. And let's not disparage German people, please. You know. You know, I just wish people would get over this stuff from years ago that they weren't involved with and knew nothing about. How far back do you want to go? Okay, Mr. Lemon, that nutcase, Don Lemon, that nutcase in the United States. You know your history. If black people really want the people who are responsible for enslaving them to pay reparations, well, talk to the black people now in Benin and the Congo and Nigeria, because it was those black rulers there that enslaved your people, not us white people. There's a real history there. Anyway. Apologize. It needs batteries, so I just dug it out. But this is a gym you can find at a pawn shop. I paid $500 for it. It was like, it had all the labels on it. I guess the guy bought it maybe he thought he was buying a 12-string. But I am going to find a battery for this and do a video on it. I don't know, have a clue how to play an oud, but I think I'd show you that with you. And, you know, my videos aren't for pros, so there's lots of good stuff for pros. So look forward to that, and Wiedersehen. Have a good day, people.